Welcome to Spoken Word Sunday with Granddaddy G. This is episode 57, Healing Love. I believe that love is the greatest healing power in the universe, especially self-love. Last week's episode about my daughter Jasmine took a lot out of me emotionally. When I was going through my files, not only did I read a lot of her papers, but also a lot of those of my partner Robin, who passed away in 2009. You can watch episodes 1, 2, and 3, Poems for Robin, for a lot more information about her. She was a spiritual counselor and often helped people who had a lack of self-love and self-esteem, which oftentimes contributed to their struggles. She would give them positive affirmations and self-love exercises, which she compiled from various sources. One of her favorite sources was Louise Hay, who wrote a great series of books called You Can Heal Your Life. And along with it comes these wisdom cards and an affirmation journal called A Garden of Thoughts. So one day last week, I became a little overwhelmed with all of the, not just the tragedies in my family, but all over America, we've had nothing but violence and destruction, and so many hundreds of families, thousands during the year, have lost loved ones. So I think it's important for all of us to take good care of ourselves during these hard times. Well, I became a little overwhelmed one day and had a little bit of a breakdown. And I tried using some of the techniques I described at the end of last week's video, and they helped some. But what really worked the best was, even though it was 100 degrees outside, I took a hot shower and I wrote in my journal, the Garden of Thoughts, and I tried to honestly describe what I was feeling and why I thought I was feeling it. Now, the way this journal works is there is affirmation at the top of the page and then a place for you to write. And the affirmation that was on the page that day, which was September 3rd, I release all that is unlike love and joy in my mind. I move from the past into the new and fresh and vital. And then these wisdom cards are good. I'm going to just draw one. I haven't looked at which one I was going to draw yet. But they have a thought on the front. This one says, my mental pattern is positive and joyful. And then on the back it has a little bit more. Everything in my life, every experience, every relationship is a mirror of the mental pattern that is going on inside of me. All right, so I will start drawing those cards every morning, I think. After I did that, I remembered that Robin had compiled a whole lot of affirmations from Louise Hay, from online, some she wrote herself. And I remembered that she had a good exercise for self-love. So I read the affirmations I'm going to read to you now and completed the exercise. I'd read them 2 or 3 times out loud and let it sink in. And after that, I felt great, much better than before, cleansed and refreshed. So here's the exercise. Read in morning and night. I ask for help when I need it. I am willing and eager to see life in a new and different way. I am willing and eager to grow and change. All that I have and all that I am is safe and secure. My dreams are a source of wisdom. I dwell in a world of love and acceptance. I constantly increase my awareness of myself, my body, and my life. The past has no power over me because I am willing to learn and change. I see the past as necessary to bring me where I am today. I close the door on old hurts and old self-righteous unforgiveness. I deserve love and protection, and I give it to myself. I deserve to have boundaries and to have them respected. This is the moment I take my power back and rejoice in the knowledge of me. I have the ability to let go. I am now free to create anew. I visualize a stream before me. Take the old hurtful experiences and put them in the stream and see them begin to dissolve and drift downstream until they dissipate and disappear. And yeah, it really helped out a lot. So this is a good exercise. I posted these on Instagram and also on Facebook, Granddaddy G Facebook page. So I'd like to read a couple poems, original poems, having to do with healing. The first one is called Your Stool with Three Legs. Let me repair your stool with 3 legs. Let me replace the leg that's been broken. Let me refill your heart and inspire your mind. Let me fulfill my destiny so your stool with 3 legs will never topple over again. Yes, it's true, a tripod, because I've broken many tripods for my camera. No way it can stand on only 2 legs. Many things require 3. When I think of that, I think of maybe body, mind, and soul. Me personally, I think my 3 legs would be happiness, peace, and freedom. And so you might want to think what 3 things are important in your life. Family, career, finances. There are lots of combinations. But if one of those legs is out of whack, it doesn't work out as well. This poem, speaking of working out well, is called Perfectly Well. In my mind, I play a game. Every time I do, it always turns out the same. I ask myself why. Whenever I feel like this, I must cry. My tears are in vain. You can't run into sunshine without walking into rain. All my life I've searched for a way to separate myself from my day to day. The ways of the world will make you toss and turn. The way of the Spirit is how you shall learn. Open your heart and find the truth. Escape from appearances. Everything is an illusion. In reality, you are perfectly well. Like trees, perfectly well. Like rocks, perfectly well. Like birds, perfectly well. Like oranges, perfectly well. Like water, perfectly well. Like silence, perfectly well. Like tomorrow, perfectly well. Like now, perfectly well. Like heaven, perfectly well. Like earth, perfectly well. Like you, perfectly well. Like me, perfectly well. Well, that sounds like a perfect place to stop. I hope you consider loving yourself more this week and think about doing some of the exercises that I've described over the last couple of weeks, and look into Louise and her positive affirmations. They really do help. And remember, Tuesday is National Suicide Prevention Day. Be a good time to share the video about Jasmine. Have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday on Spoken Word Sunday with Granddaddy G. I really do appreciate you subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. Thank you.